Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my ADHD and my autistic icks. Many of them are like sensory icks, but some of them are just people icks, and what people do just really annoy me. Things that just make me like feel like bleh. Like honestly, I'm going to share them with you guys because I know you guys are going to be the only people in the world to understand me and not judge me. So let's go. Let's just get on to today's video because yeah, why not? Before we start, I just want to say I'm really sorry that I couldn't upload on Monday. Yeah, I do generally like hate myself for not being able to like fulfill my Mayhem Mondays. Like, I've done it for like 3 or 4 weeks. And I was gutted that I couldn't fulfill it for longer. But I'm going to go back to uploading every Monday. Like, yeah, I am. I just had to miss this one because I'd done a podcast in London. My mum was in hospital. And then I have it for Tygo. So, yeah. But it doesn't matter about any of that. Let's get on to today's video. So, you might be thinking, what is an ick? So, an ick is like a slang word, like an Urban Dictionary word. That like just basically means something that like disgusts you, makes you feel like ugh, like yeah, something that just doesn't make you feel good, annoys you, irritates you, like something that is revolting, makes you just feel like not good, basically. That's what ick means. So I'm going to start off really strong with number 1, and that is slow walkers. Honestly, why are people so slow when they walk? Like, I have places to be, people to meet, well, no one to meet because I have no friends. Like, I have places to be, okay? I need to get somewhere, and I do not want to be in this crowded, busy corridor as any longer than I need to be. Like, please hurry up and walk faster. And like, even if I try to like dodge them and like walk around them, for some reason it's like a magnet, and they follow me and they come my way, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm trying to get around you because you're walking so slow, but they, for some reason, they follow me. But yeah, people that walk just generally really slow, like, and they look down at their phone and they're just like looking at what they're doing, so they're walking just really irritatingly slow and like this, like a snake. And there was honestly, that's just number 1. Number 2 is people that just chew obnoxiously loud. So when they're eating, they're like really loud, and it's like you can hear the saliva in their mouth, and you just hear every like gulp they swallow and just every chew they take, like you can hear it like it's on surround sound. People that just chew obnoxiously loud really irritate me, and like I want to throw a pillow in their face. If they're like anywhere near me, I just want to throw something at their face and like, stop. Let's move on. It's making my blood pressure rise. Like, honestly, that just annoys me. So number 3, this could be taken in like many different contexts. Is that a word? Like yeah, the scenario could be different. But like when people talk at me, so like if I've got my headphones in and people are like trying their hardest to talk to me, but they know I've got my headphones in, like that just really annoys me. Like, just stop talking to me. You're not even talking to me. You're talking at me. Just stop talking at me. And like when we're in a conversation and people are just like throwing all these instructions or all these things at me, they're just like, you need to do this. Like, they're talking directly at me and they're not allowing me like time to process. It's just like thrown at me, like just talking at me. People like that really irritate me. So number 4, this one really irritates me, and it could be like in a restaurant, on a train, on a bus, like any public place, in a waiting room, in a doctor's waiting room, right? When people watch YouTube videos, TikTok videos, reels, whatever you want to do, when they're on loudspeaker on their phone, like they don't even have the headphones in, they're listening to it like ha ha ha, and it's really loud, like in a waiting room, and there's so many people, yet they still obnoxiously watch their YouTube videos or TikTok, whatever, really on loudspeaker in the middle of a waiting room, or like on a train, or in public spaces. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to watch that, and I certainly do not want to hear it. The other day when I was on the train to London, I had my headphones in, I was watching Netflix on my headphone, like with my headphones in, and I could still hear someone else's phone playing like a TikTok video, and honestly, it was driving me nuts. If it wasn't so busy, I would have got up and like moved carriages, but there was no other seat, so I had to put up with it for literally an hour and a half on the train. But like that just irritates me. Like, I don't understand why you can't just put a pair of headphones in. Like, honestly, none of us want to listen to your stupid videos. Honestly, please turn it off. It's so, like, I think that's really rude, and like I would never do it. I think it's just really rude, but it really irritates me anyway. So number 5, this one is like becoming more increasingly worse because of the time of year. Like, it's Christmas coming up, so like long queues, you have to queue to go everywhere. Like, I was desperate for the toilet, right? And I was literally in the queue for like 15 minutes, and I was thinking, thank God I got good bladder control, because if not, I would have wet myself. Queues, you have to queue for everything. I went to Pandora the other day and I was in the queue for 45 minutes. And my patience was like, not very big anyway. I don't really have very good patience, but by the time I was at the front of the queue, it was like this, and I was gonna blow my top. I really hate waiting around and like queuing. Like I don't have the patience for it. Like honestly, long queues. Ugh. So number 6 is anything sticky, like sticky stuff on your hands, like glue, or like food that's like sticky and leaves like a sticky like sticky stuff on your hands. Anything sticky, like sticky surfaces. It honestly it makes me want to gag thinking about it. I hate it. Anything sticky, like sticky food, like jam, honey, you know, anything sticky. Oh. And if you've got toddlers or like young kids in your family and they like want to hold your hand and they got sticky hands, honestly, I don't know about you, but I can't say no, because I love the like little guy that's in my family, but like, oh, sticky hands. So number 7 is anything like wet, so like wet clothing or like wet socks. Ugh. Ew, socks in general, but like anything like wet. So like if you go out and your coat's wet because it's been raining a lot, and then you know, like sometimes even though your coats are like waterproof, you still end up like damp. Like your clothing underneath your coat is still damp, and like you can feel it, and like oh, anything wet, like wet clothing, wet trousers, wet socks, like wet coats. It's just like, so I don't like the feeling of it. It makes me just feel like icky. It's just like, ugh. No, I can't handle it. I don't like it. Anything wet. So number 8 is when you feel hot and like sticky and sweaty. So like, you know, like again, it's a bit like clothing when you're wearing a jumper or something and you got a coat on top because it's wet, it's raining and cold outside, but when you go outside, like you start getting hot and clammy and like, everything seems to be sticking to you and you just feel really hot and sweaty. Or I don't like that either. Like, no, I don't like it. Ugh. So number 9 is repetitive, like high-pitched sounds or like dull sounds. So like, I don't know if you've ever been in a shop or something and you could just hear like beeping of the till or something, and it's just like repetitive noises, and it's just like, it's not stopping, it's like a long repetitive noise. I can't stand that, especially if it's like really high-pitched as well, like, and yeah, just like long repetitive noises. I can't like sounds, and yeah, that's just another one that really irritates me. It's just an ick of mine. Like I can't handle it, honestly. I can't. I can't. So number 10, this one is even like, this is even worse at the moment, but like flashing lights, especially like flashing colourful lights that are like, you know, strobe lights. They're like boom 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 boom. Like I can't stand flashing lights or anything that makes like a flicker. Like if I see that, like I can't then unsee it, do you know what I mean? Like I see it and I won't be able to unnotice it. Like I can't just forget about it. It plays and it just gets me really like anxious. I don't know why, but like flashing lights just really overstimulate me and make me feel very overwhelmed. So like flashing lights, but especially when they're like colourful strobe lights, you know, like LED flashing like Christmas lights, stuff like that. Like you can get them all year round, but at the moment in shops and stuff, it's really like I've really struggled going Christmas shopping because I just don't like the atmosphere, as in like the sounds and the flashing colourful strobe lights. I can't do it. It's really, honestly, it's a sensory ick of mine. It just makes me feel very overstimulated, like really fast, and I can't do it. Can't do it. So number 11 is strong potent smells that just like linger. So like perfume, I have one of my most favourite perfumes that I can no longer wear because I've noticed that it triggers migraines for me, because it's like a really strong floral smell that like lingers, and like honestly it's very potent. And like I've noticed that when other people wear like perfumes, it really, I can't unsmell it. Like honestly, it triggers migraines for me. It makes me feel very overwhelmed and very overstimulated. Like very potent smells. I find it more with ladies' perfume, and actually a couple of my dad's like aftershaves are very potent, and only a few of them, I've only noticed a few of my dad's like aftershaves, but a lot of my mum's are very like potent florally kind of smelling perfumes are very overwhelming for me, and it is a sensory ick of mine. And like people in my family, like I know it sounds like really like kind of like I'm being like melodramatic and like a drama queen, but like a few people in my family have had, like when they know I'm going to be around, they don't wear certain smelling perfumes, because it's just like it just triggers really bad sensory overload, which gives me a migraine. So yeah, like that's a huge ick of mine, like real strong smelling potent perfumes that linger. Oh no, I can't cope. It's like it just gets too much, and when it's hot and you're in a car and it's like really closed in and you could just smell it, like honestly it's really hard for me. It's a huge sensory ick of mine. So number 12 is when you wear socks, right, and they like you put a pair of shoes on or whatever. It doesn't have to be trainers, but for me it's trainers, and like they then start slipping, like, you know, so it's like slipping down your foot, and then it ends up like halfway down your foot. Like that is a sensory ick for me. Like that just puts me on the edge. Like I literally scream. I can't stand it. But yeah, like socks that just slide into your shoes, that's another one. Ugh. Number 13 is, you know, like when you're sitting so close to someone you can feel their body warmth. Like, ugh, I don't like that. Like I really don't like that. Oh, or like when you sit in a chair that someone else has already sat on and you can feel the heat of the warmth of their body that left on the chair. Oh, ugh. I don't like that. That makes me feel sick. Oh, I don't like that. And like again, if you're sitting so close to somebody and you can smell their breath, it doesn't even have to smell of it. Like I'm not even on about like bad breath. I'm on about like if you could smell they've had coffee or tea, or like they've had something fruity and you could smell it, like because you're so close. It's just like, oh yeah, I don't like people being too near me. Like I don't like being able to smell them or like feel their heat. Like ugh, I don't like it. It's just another ick of mine. I just wanted to share this video with you because I put it on my Instagram and my Twitter and it blew up because so many people are just like me. Like I went shopping and I just happened to like list a few things that were just getting on my nerves, and they were just like my icks of like, just basically people are my icks basically. Yeah, people are my icks, and you know, I just happened to list a few, and I did not expect it to blow up and like so many people be able to understand me. So I just thought, you know, let's make another video that I know people will be able to relate to, and it just makes people feel not so alone, because you know that's what my videos are here for, so you don't feel so alone. But yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys because it's an everyday thing. It doesn't just disappear. Like every day these things just, not every single one of those lists, but like a few of them will happen every single day, and sometimes it's just too overwhelming. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this video and you've been able to relate. But yeah, comment down below what your sensory kind of ADHD autistic icks are. Let me know down below so that we can all have a little chat down in the comments. Thank you so much, and I will see you on Monday. I promise I'm back on Monday. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. Yeah.